So, I just got done watching the live-action Little Mermaid, and I mean this with the wholeness of my heart. I loved it. It was a good movie, honestly. It surprised me, most definitely, because live-action Disney remakes are notoriously bad. Like, the only ones I can name that I liked was Cinderella and Aladdin. Like, and Maleficent, since Maleficent is a Sleeping Beauty live-action remake, you can't convince me. Because in most of Sleeping Beauty or Aurora is just sleeping. But the movie was good, honestly. And I can tell you exactly what carried the movie. The dynamic between our two characters, Ariel and Eric. I loved it. They were so adorable. They were so cute. I loved them. They were adorable, honestly. I liked Eric's personality. Now, I'm gonna say something. I never thought Eric was boring in the original movie. He was charming, he was nice, he was cool. This Eric is also charming, nice, and cool, but also I love how adventurously wholesome he is. He's just so nice and kind and understanding, honestly. As for my opinion on any of the new songs they added, I didn't like any of them, unfortunately. I tried to like them, I really did. Eric's song was good, it's just not the genre for me. For some reason, the movie had 2 reprises of Part of Your World, which, okay, pop off. Scuttlebutt was absolute garbage. Like, I already knew that going into this. It was absolute garbage. The Little Mermaid did not need a rap. As for my opinion on these 2 side characters, I'm not including Scuttle in this, because simply, I don't like Scuttle. I didn't like him in the original movie. In this movie, it was just, I don't like him, but it's a girl now. Flounder and, Sebastian. They decided to go the Cinderella route and make them very passive characters. They didn't add any of the real side stories, like with Sebastian getting chased by the chef and some of Flounder's antics. They kept these 2 relative to the background and Sebastian's involvement in the kiss and making it happen. Honestly, I liked it. I wish we would have seen more Flounder. I'm fine with what they cut with Sebastian because, meh. I just wish we would have seen more Flounder. Flounder was one of my favorite characters from the original movie. He was adorable, he was sweet, and he was cute. I really loved my opinions on Ursula. She was phenomenal. She was good at acting. She was slaying. She was amazing. I loved her lines. Every time she was on screen, she made me laugh at least twice, and that is a good mark for an amazing character. Poor Unfortunate Souls, I loved the cover. It sounded amazing, and it wasn't bad. If they ruined that, the movie was ruined. Part 2's coming soon. Now for me to name some of the side characters, other than Ariel and Eric, and I will round this whole thing out with Ariel and Eric. I know I already talked about Ursula, but I didn't talk about her for too long. Ursula in this movie was phenomenal. She was amazing, she was charismatic, she was honestly slaying. I loved her so much. Like I said, every time she was on screen, she made me laugh. I'm not going to retread anything else. I just want to say, I slightly wish they would have chosen a drag queen to play her, but that's just a me. King Trident. I liked him. I did kind of find the way he characterized Trident a little weird. Like, Trident was strict and like strict and cold, but he never came off as like uncaring. This Trident on occasion did come off as very uncaring to Ariel's feelings. Especially in the scene where Trident is like, Sebastian, does Ariel like somebody? He didn't come off as a giddy father. He came off as, well, like, he sounded more contractual about it. But I liked him. Honestly, I liked him. The actor is attractive. Yes, I did need Gramsby. Yes, I'm talking about this guy. I liked what they did to him in this movie. Now, I never liked Gramsby in the original movie. I just found him too pushy, and I feel like that was a point at him, but, like, I don't like characters that their only purpose is to be kind of a subtle, annoying antagonist. Like, he was never an antagonist. He was never evil, but, like, he was kind of annoying. I like what they did here with him. He understood Eric. He came off as being Eric's friend and understanding what Eric wanted more than him. He even let Eric go out of the castle, even though the queen, I'll get to her later, said not to. Also, the fact that he added as a subtle wingman to Ariel when Eric was going to give a ring to Vanessa. Like, wingman man, Get a Gramsby in your life to kick the ring away from your crush who's about to propose to another girl. Speaking of that, Vanessa. I loved Vanessa. She was good. Honestly, I loved her voice. I loved the vibe she gives off. She's essentially just... She was able to catch Ursula's energy in this movie, and honestly, good acting. Very, very good acting. I do question the choice to make her look like this, because we know how Ariel looks in the movies. Hailey Bailey. I actually thought I thought they were going to do the Liv and Maddie thing, where they had Dove Cameron play both Liv and Maddie, and honestly, it looks good. And if Disney Channel, something that obviously has less money than main Disney, can do this, I feel like the live-action Little Mermaid could do it too. I'm not going to complain too much, but I just believe that it's kind of weird. Loved Vanessa, though. I don't have many thoughts on the Queen, to be honest. She was okay. She was good. I don't have many thoughts of her. Her only point was to kind of try to steer Eric away from the sea, which, Before we get on to Ariel and Eric, I want to sidetrack the video a bit and talk about scenes that I particularly like. The scene where Ariel finds Eric's grotto, which, let me just say, they made every hour count. The extra songs could have been cut out, and I would have loved the movie, but they really made every other count to add more chemistry between these two. When Ariel finds Eric's grotto, which is essentially just a collection of undersea objects that Eric has caught, I love this scene because it's so cute. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I love this. It adds another dynamic of understanding between Ariel and Eric, because Ariel gets to show her expertise with the sea to Eric to make him love her more. Let me show you. In this scene in particular, Eric is giving Ariel what he thinks and what may actually be a fossil. But what me and Ariel both know, it's actually a geode. And my mom knows, because she taught me what a geode was, and we actually cracked geodes. Knowing what it actually is, she throws it against the ground, and it cracks open, and she reveals that there's crystals inside, and Eric is in awe. He didn't know that inside of such a beautiful thing there were geodes, which actually, yeah, this is something that happens. Underwater there are geodes, because I'm not going to explain the science of geodes. Google is your friend, and I'm not educated enough to explain it, but Ariel is able to show Eric another side of the world that he never knows about, because she lives underwater, and he wants to know more about the water. In this scene, Ariel finds a shell that is in Eric's grotto, and she blows into it, and Eric didn't know he could do that. And then she gives this cute little face of handing the shell to Eric, being like, here, try it out. It's adorable. And then they have this scene of Ariel trying to teach Eric the proper loop that you have to make to blow the shell. I don't know how to do it. Never will, never have. And Eric, whenever he eventually... And he completely fails at it, which is fine. I like the fact that he fails at blowing into shell. It shows that he's inexperienced compared to the more experienced Ariel, because she knows what the world is. Unlike Eric, who just wants to know more about the world, Ariel has lived there, and they kind of share this dynamic. Then we have the scene here where Eric and Ariel are reading a map, and they're absolutely adorable. Eric is essentially telling Ariel all about the land and what's on the land, and she's in such wonder. And I love it. They're so cute. I'm not going to show a screenshot, but like next day they go on a carriage, and then we have Gramsby being a total freaking wingman, getting Eric a carriage, even the Queen told him that he's not allowed to leave. Because like, in the movie, when Eric crashes the ship, the Queen says, Eric, you're not allowed out of the castle. And Gramsby's like, what carriage? Legit, this lady's like, are you gonna get in trouble for letting him have a carriage? And he's like, what carriage? Wingman Gramsby! Quick thought, loved this scene. Favorite scene for The Little Mermaid, when Eric gives Ariel the reins, and then she was like, goes wild with it. I have quickly come to the discovery I have too many thoughts about this movie and too many thoughts about the scenes in this movie. So yeah, this part again is just going to be scenes I particularly liked and I particularly want to note in this video about the movie. So enjoy that. Small scene thought before I tell you on the main scenes I like. I really found this scene where Ariel reaches onto her tail and rips off one of her scales deeply disturbing. I don't know why, but I can just feel it. I don't have a mermaid tail, and I can feel the feeling of her ripping off one of her scales and the noise she makes. You can tell it hurts. It hurts a lot. And ooh, moving on. One amazing thing that the movie did was make Ariel and Eric believable. Now, I'm not going to say that Ariel and Eric in the original wasn't believable. They're both believable And they're both adorable. Ariel and Eric in the original was adorable. Ariel and Eric in the live action were adorable. They were both so cute. They're charming. Their dynamic was amazing. They bounced off each other. Despite the fact that Ariel was mute in both movies, their dynamic was amazing. I know that saying this is weird, but they're so quirky. They're so quirky together. They're so cute. I love the scene in particular because they're currently hiding from the Queen, and Gramsby is being a wingman once again and not blowing their cover. Look at that little hat that Eric gave her. I mean, watch the movie. Eric bought the hat because Ariel put it on him, and watch the movie and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I like this scene here because honestly, I just love the fact. By the way, this is happening right after Scuttle tells Ariel and Sebastian that Vanessa is Ursula, and I love the fact that Ariel's first reaction is to jump in the water and swim as fast as possible, which is funny because she's a mermaid, she doesn't know how to swim. But I've always gotten the impression that she is doing this not because she loves Eric, not because she needs that kiss to happen, but because she needs Eric not to marry someone he doesn't love. She doesn't want him to be stuck with someone he doesn't love, and she cares and loves him. And I'll tell you why after this short intermission. Again, love this scene here about where Ariel, to tell you what's happening, Ariel is fighting with Vanessa, or Ursula, over the conch shell, the shell that holds Ariel's voice. And I love the choice to have it that Ariel is trying to actively fight for it. I love the fact, instead of it just happening, Ariel actually puts some effort in, actively fights for it, gets it, and obviously she throws it on the ground, so she can, break it. It broke. Now, I love the choice to have Ariel have an active role in breaking the locket instead of it just being a bunch of creatures and Scuttle, which Scuttle and the creatures are involved in helping her distract Vanessa and stop the party so they can break the locket, but I love the choice to have it so she actively tries to get the locket and breaks it. It's not. I also love the way they do one of my favorite scenes from The Little Mermaid where Ariel is turning back into a mermaid. You can tell the transformation kind of hurts. Just like you can also hear a subtle cracking. It's gross. Again, one of my favorite scenes, and I also love the way he's holding her. He's not scared of her. He's not shocked. He's holding her. He's supporting her, and I love their relationship. It's beautiful. Now for my thoughts about the amazing Prince Eric, and formally, I loved him. I'm gonna do Ariel last because obviously Ariel is the character that everyone thinks about. Everyone's gonna talk about Ariel, and honestly, I love Eric. They made him more interesting. Now, I'm going to state this now. Eric is not boring or uninteresting in the original movie. This movie just made him even more interesting due to the fact that it has a longer runtime. It has an advantage over the original movie that has a shorter runtime. His moments with Ariel, his moments alone, his moments with other characters were all nice. I loved his relationship with Gramsby, his mother, and everybody. And I love the fact that even though he was going to marry Vanessa, his first thought is, where's Ariel? Like, where's Ariel? Like, he genuinely wanted to know where Ariel was, even though he was entranced to marry Vanessa, and that was cute. And I just love him all around. He wasn't pushy. They didn't do anything bad with his character. They preserved Eric, and they made him an interesting character, and they added more to him to make him even more interesting than he already was. And I actually respect that. I respect the fact they didn't change him. They didn't make him worse. They didn't add anything unnecessary to him. The choice to give him a grotto, amazing. The choice to... You know what? All choices with him were amazing. But now, it's time to talk about Ariel. I loved her. I know this choice and saying this is going to make a lot of you hate me, but I feel like she was the best. She's not better than the original, but that's because she captured the magic of the original. Now, for the scallywags who say that I'm biased, shut up. I loved her. She captured the magic of Ariel. She was curious. She was nice. She was amazing at singing. I believed that she was Ariel. I believed that she was who she was. Maybe there could have been a better choice, but I feel like Hailey Bailey really brought Ariel to the live-action screen. I wish they would have given her red hair, but that's just nitpick. I loved her relationship with Eric, her grotto. Her relationship with everyone and everything she said was beautiful. She was Ariel. She's not Haley Bailey. She was Ariel. Unlike in other movies where the actress takes over the character, she becomes the character. Her and Ariel bled together in this movie. I give this movie 10 stars, and I give the Ariel 10 stars as well. I love the live-action Little Mermaid. I'm not afraid to say it. But here is the real question whenever it comes down to this live-action Little Mermaid. Does it break the curse around the Disney live-action remakes? No, it does not. Not by a fucking long shot. I can almost guarantee there are going to be more awful and horrible live-action Disney remakes. I am not excited for the Moana live-action remake. I'm just not. I don't know why. The Lilo and Stitch live-action remake also scares me. I just understand that this does not break the curse. Disney is bound to make more live-action remakes, and some of them are bound to be absolutely garbage. But I'm just gonna say, I give this live-action remake my personal seal of approval. It was adorable, it was sweet, it was nice, and it caught the magic of the original movie while also adding more aspects of the original movie and adding more to relationships and dynamics and engagement with the audience. The movie kept me engaged. Even though the newer songs were bad, I'm sorry, Eric, your original song was kind of bad. It just wasn't my genre. I can see someone out there liking it. It just wasn't personally my genre. I'm just gonna say this personally. This movie's amazing. It caught the magic of the original, and I really hope, I'm praying, that in the future, Disney makes more Cinderella and Little Mermaid and not these. Not these. Make more of these, Disney. Not these. Thank you for listening to my thoughts, my peeps and pups, my peers and queers. Lex out.